now.
Knew we'd get there. Hello, friends. Okay, so I'm just going to briefly go over the business highlights, the general Scentsy stuff, but then also some fun stuff that we're going to do with Firefly Nomad Collective. So the new season kits, if you didn't know, the new season starts next month, and you are already able to buy the transition items that you need, the business supplies, like the new catalogs, the new testers, and on the 18th, there will be new season sales kits available. So check your workstation for more information on those. All of this month, wax is 10% off, and then we have that giant discontinued list. So make sure people get what they want, because things will sell out. Things have already started to sell out. So make sure that they get the wax. And if the wax sells out before they happen to put it in their cart to just purchase, encourage them to subscribe to Scentsy Club so that they can get their bars forever. February warmer of the month, we have some delays on that. It's just in the US. It doesn't affect any other regions or countries. There will be a delay in the posting of the warmer of the month for February until January 20th. Heidi and Orville are finally announcing their mission location tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Central on their Facebook page. So I think it's Heidi and Orville Thompson just on Facebook page. So we'll make sure to share that to the group as well as soon as they go live, so we can find out starting in July where they're going to be going and spending the next 3 years serving their mission. Don't forget to check out that cancellation policy. It does go into effect on February 1st. So if you have teammates who have not put in 200 PRV in the last year, in the last 12 months, they need to get that in this month, or else their account will be canceled and they will no longer be a current consultant. Okay, so that was all like the super biz highlights. I think I got it all. The exciting stuff now, we are going to resurrect a book club for our group, and I'm so excited. We're going to be doing a monthly book club, and it will either be business focused or personal development focused, and we are going to, I'm not quite sure on the format yet, but I know the book that we're going to choose, and it is called Badass Habits. So if you have seen the book, You Are a Badass Business Owner, you are, yep, the original, the OG yellow book it's same author. So Badass Habits by Jen Sincero. And we are going to read this one. So I primed it on Amazon today. I got it within like 5 hours of ordering. God bless Prime. But if you want to order it, make sure you have it. You get it ordered within the next couple days so that you can have it by the time we start, which I'm hoping will be next week. Again, we're going to flush out all those details the next couple days. And if you have any input on how you want it to be run, if you would rather just have an event set up and you want to engage on posts for like pages 1 through 15 and so on like that, or if you would rather do a live Zoom and discuss it, we're going to be totally flexible on this, figuring out what works best for everyone. I'm good either way, and I'll throw out some ideas too in the Facebook group so we can go over that. But Badass Habits. Next thing we're going to talk about is we're also going to bring back Sparkle Mail, and I will let you know how it's going to work in the group, and there will be a post on it as well, but it's going to be just sending a fun piece of mail to a fellow Firefly Nomad Collective member, and because who doesn't love receiving happy mail? So it's going to be simple. It's going to be like a card and some stickers or some sparkles that's $5 or less sent, mails flat to their door, and it's going to be something super fun to brighten somebody's mailbox. So that'll be starting. We'll do that monthly. So I'm going to get that squared away so soon. You'll have details as soon as I know. So that's business highlights.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do some shout outs for 2020. I will do the shout outs for December over on the collective page. But guys, I literally just pulled these numbers right before the call, and they brought me to tears because they're ridiculous. So y'all ready for this? So in 2019, okay, so not last year before, the collective, we did 1.84 million, right? Last year, we did 4.3 million in sales collectively as a group. 1.8 to 4.3 million. It's insane.
Oh my gosh.
So that is about 0.5% of all sales Scentsy-wide. Like we did 0.5% of the company's sales. Isn't that
Oh,
cool? And then this is even cooler. So last year we ended around 600 or so teammates. We added over 1,000 people on our team, on our group last year. In 2020, we welcomed. There was over 1,000 welcome posts on Firefly last year. Like, isn't that crazy?
that's incredible.
I can't. I
Oh my
mean,
gosh.
sometimes you take this, especially when you're doing this for a while, and a lot of you have been doing this for a while that are on the call. You get a little numb to the wonder, the childlike wonder of it all. But God, sometimes stiff takes you back, and you're like, whoa, how many lives did that change? How many homes did that touch? How much money did that bring into people's families? How much freedom did that allow people? So, gosh, that's so super cool. And then here's some of the biggest contributors to those dollar amounts, starting with Michelle right here on the call. So she was number one in sales for 2020 in our group. Uh,
Yay.
She sold 73 grand. That
Holy shit.
was my sentiment exactly.
That's incredible.
Like insane. 73,000 herself last year. It's
Wow.
like annual mentor times like 17. That's crazy, or annual sales. And then number two in our group with 50 grand, which is also freaking incredible, is Ariel, superstar director Ariel. And then we had director Susan was number three. She had almost 10,000 in sales in December because she was really gunning for that level three on the incentive. And so that bumped her up to number three in the group. Then we had director Angela Johnson, was number four. I was number five. Director Ashley, or star director Ashley Templin was number six. Director Holly Lanfer was number seven. Director Carly Roper was number eight. Superstar consultant Paula S was number nine. And then Vanessa Garza was number 10, also a director.
Oh,
9 of the 10 are directors or above, which is such a good sign for anybody that's not at that level yet. Because I think if you're showing up to these calls, which everybody, especially Elizabeth, Bianca, Katie, Amanda, all of you that show up every single time, like you're going to be our directors this year. Whatever point of the year it is, like you're going to be there, and it's because you're starting right here. And
mhm.
so um it's great for me to see that you're led by people that are not only talking the talk, but they're walking the walk. Okay, for recruiting, let me go through your top 10 real fast. So Ariel and Michelle, y'all know who I'm talking about right here on the call. They both tied for number one. They both had 26 recruits in this 2020, which is awesome. Number two was Vanessa Garza. Number three was Katie Edick. Number four, director Holly Fearby. Number five is myself, or one, two, three, four, five. I was trying to give myself one number six. Number seven was director Susan. Number eight was director Ashley Stewart. Number nine was on the call, Miss Lauren Floyd. Whoop, whoop. Yay, Lauren. And then number 10 is director Holly Lanfer. So all of those are also director and above. So pretty dang cool.
Yay.
Okay, so next we're going to move into we told you we were going to go fast. We're going to talk about a couple of quick changes that we are going to make for Firefly specifically. Ariel and I had a 3-hour meeting today, 3-hour planning session.
And we kept to topic 90% of the time, which is so unheard of. I want to clarify.
I
We
mean,
did
I would say like 99% of the time. I mean, until your little boy was making inappropriate Lego men. Other than that, we did 3 hours of really good strategic planning for the
Yes.
year. We're really excited about it.
So excited.
So Ariel, do you want to since I've been talking, do you want to give them a break from my voice?
Yeah, we'll give you a break. Compose yourself.
Give you
So
a-
one of the things we are most excited about is Candy and I are going to be able to alternate the training calls, and we are going to alternate between days and nights so that we will be able to reach more people. We're really excited about this too because it gives us the ability to collaborate and not just have the whole training rest on Candy's shoulders. So we're able to split that. And we're excited that we're going to be getting some of our leaders and our directors involved within some of these as well. So we are going to split it up. We're going to, depending on whether it's a 4-week or a 5-week month, it's going to set on a 4-week schedule where we do a night training, 2 day trainings, and a night training. They will all still remain on Tuesdays, and the nighttime trainings will still remain at this same time. The day trainings, I don't think we had decided on a time yet because we still have to work with time zones and picking up kids from school. But we will let you know ASAP. Next week is a night one. Yes, we go day, night, day. I don't know if I said it backwards the first time or not, but it's going to go day, night, day. So the first Tuesday is going to be sometime during the day. Second, third is going to be nighttime, same time as usual. And then the final one is going to be a daytime. We did this for a couple reasons beyond just making sure that we can, get more people on board. Oftentimes the first and the last of the month, we are in a hustle and grind mode, and having, taking away that nighttime can sometimes take away from focusing on our PRV and getting our sales and making sure our hostesses are taken care of, which is such a huge part of our business. So we want to make sure that we honor that and give everybody the time that they need for their PRV host party activities. So that's the changes we're going to do. And sometimes we'll do it together, but most of the time we're going to be splitting it up and working collaboratively with everyone else.
Yeah. And that's going to give us also more time. So the time that frees up. So if it's not my week to run a call, Ariel's going to run it, and I'm not going to run it, but I'm going to utilize that time to work directly with my team with
Yes.
one-on-one. So I'm just looking at you, Elizabeth. I'm looking at you, Bianca, right? So one-on-one with my direct team. And because we know that is so important, and that's really something that I have a big goal of this year, is that connection. So there's a lot of reasons that we're doing that, but we're both really excited about it.
And we will be we're going to figure out the ability to dual broadcast. So if you can't hop on the Zoom, we're going to be able to stream it to Facebook as well. So we can catch more people that way instead of just having the Zoom and then waiting for the recording. We're going to make it happen so that it can be dual broadcast for the broader audience.
Yep. And then for our agenda for these calls, we really liked that, trying to keep it to 30 minutes. We know sometimes it goes over, but that's okay. The 30 minutes for the core part of it so that we can get in and get out. We're both really passionate about not wasting your time, about coming to a meeting and having tangible things to walk away from that you have learned. And so instead of doing trainings, we're going to call them like little mini workshops. So each time you come to a call, instead of saying, today, here's all the things you can do for Facebook parties, whatnot. Instead, we're going to say, okay, today we're teaching you about project broadcast. Here is what it looks like. Here's how you set it up. Here's how you use it. This is how you benefit from it. Okay. So
spoiler alert, that's next week's topic.
Yes. Speaking, that was such a good segue. And then what else is on our agenda?
I think I interrupted you from saying the point for our weekday workshop or our weekly workshops is going to be to give you one thing to learn A to Z, to give you the basics so that you can have one whole project, one whole workshop to walk away with. So we're not just going to give you the fluff and the training and the inspiration this year, because let's be honest, we have done a lot of that and we are good at that. We want to give you something tangible that you can walk away with and really feel like, man, that was worth my time. So that's our biggest goal with this year, is focusing on the weekly workshops to give you something to implement in your business immediately.
Yep.
So then after the workshop, we're going to do, instead of doing a game at the beginning, we're going to end it with origami inspiration. We're so excited. That's why Candy had you print off this. That's going to be our first piece of origami. And we will do a different origami craft each and every week.
We are silly excited about this. So we envision that every week you show up, we'll be making things like butterflies or pelicans or whatever. And that's going to tie into sort of your inspiration for the week. But pretty soon you're going to have a collection of fun origami like on your desk. And so it's a little bit of like look how much meetings I've come to. And those origami pieces are going to like directly affect or reflect who shows up and goes up like in the business. So I'm excited to have all these fun little origami, or what was supposed to be origami.
Yes.
This first one is easy because it's a template. If you saw it, you can print it off. If not, for this one, you can just do a square piece of paper and then you can print it off afterwards if you want to. So with that, let's go ahead and do the origami real fast. And then go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You go ahead.
Normally, this is going to be the very last piece, so that the workshop, the meat of the meeting will be right in the middle, so that if it does run a little over, the origami fun part will be if you can stay at the end. But we want to honor your time, so the meat of the weekly workshop is going to be before the fun game.
Yes. I made a different one than what I gave you, but it's gonna be good. Okay, so what you are going to do is, does everybody have their piece of paper? Everybody cut it out? Okay, so This is what I sent you. So let me unfold it here. Okay, so it will look just like this. Now you are going to start by turning it over. So you're going to have the white part up, okay, on your desk. If I can make that go down. And then you're going to take one corner of this, okay, and you're going to fold it all the way to the middle like that, okay? And then you're going to repeat that for all four corners. And there's lines on there that you can, so just try to do it where these don't overlap right here, or they won't fold correct for your fortune teller. These are called cootie catchers, but I prefer in this day and age to not call them cootie catchers. So we're going to go with fortune tellers. So just do all four all the way up.
Got my cootie catcher.
Get your cootie catcher. I don't like that anyway, but
It sounds really off. Like, I'm gonna pass on this origami. Thank you so much.
they didn't know we were going to be in a pandemic. No, sir. Okay, so tell me when you hold up your paper when you're done. And you should have all the pictures like this. And the idea and inspiration behind this one is that it is your words of affirmation. So you're manifesting your vision, you're manifesting your words of affirmation with this. And then we're going to talk about your dream boards or your vision boards, which is manifesting your vision. So this is just a good reminder of that and some daily affirmations for you. All right, so we're all here. Elizabeth, how are you doing? You there? You don't have your paper. It's okay, good. Oh, perfect. Okay, so you're here. What you're going to do is you're going to turn that sucker over so that the writing is going to be up. Okay. Now, after you do that, you are going to then do another fold. So the numbers should be folded over. Okay. Then you're going to fold all of those numbers over. So all of the numbers should be folded inwards like this.
Gosh, this is so cute. You did a great job on this.
I hodgepodged other, like some of my stuff, some of somebody other people's stuff, and some of other people's stuff. So And basically it's a big old like stolen hodgepodge thing. There used to be a skull where I put a Scentsy bar.
I like the Scentsy bar so much.
Okay, so tell me when you can see all your numbers just like this. Numbers, good, good. Bianca's almost there.
You did it backwards?
Oh, yep. The first time I did it backwards too.
I think we've all been there.
So after that part, you're going to turn it over. So all the little pictures are going to be on the front. And then you're going to fold it in half where you see the bar and the book together. So like this.
So the bar and the book go toward the moth and the crystal ball.
It should look like this. So the bar and the book. This is a skeleton.
Oh, so the numbers face in on each other?
Yeah, you're just going to fold it like this instead of folding it like this. Folding it like long like this.
I got it.
So you should see it like this. Okay. Okay. Now, when you did that, you actually did it. So if you look at the bottom, you've got all those 4 little things. You put your fingers in there, and there you go.
I think we're missing a fold.
Nope.
Mine's still straight.
Okay. You have to kind of work it a little bit. So once it's right here, look beneath it, and do you see those like
Go off?
You see those 4 flaps?
Yeah, I see it.
So put your fingers in there.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of have to like work it up to where it's in a triangle. There, you got it right. Just like, there you go, Bianca. Just keep working it until it's a triangle. Just like poof them up.
I had to fold mine again. I had to fold mine
there you go.
Like both ways to get it to want to do its thing. This is so cute.
Perfect. Okay, so then you can look at your thing and you can decide however you want to do it. But so for example, if we choose number 2, then you go like this. You see number 2, and then you open your number 2 flap, and then you can read what your fortune or your affirmation is. So somebody pick a number and tell me what your affirmation is. So Amanda says she wants 3. So let's read hers. Actually, somebody else read hers because mine says the magic is already within you, but yours says something else.
It says money is an unlimited resource and is always flowing my way.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Who else? Bianca. 5. You read it. You read it to us.
Okay, so number 5, let's see, let me open it up. Says, am I reading this right? The universe is bringing good things my way, and I'm already thankful for them.
Woohoo!
Love it. All right. Anybody else want to read theirs? So those are just good affirmations you can read. So read them all the time. Keep it by your desk. So cute. So fun.
Oh, I love this so very much.
Yes, I'm so excited about our collection already. I can't even wait for what the next one's going to be.
So I made this one into an earring holder from our Christmas party.
That's awesome. The kids were so impressed about my tree. They thought it was the best thing ever. Yes. Yeah. Look, you already have a good start on your origami collection. Cool. All right. So with 2 minutes left, let's do our workshop.
Yes.
The good thing about the workshop is that we're not necessarily going to put together our dream board today or our vision board, but we want to talk you through the plan for it. And I know a lot of you have, gosh, you've seen the million posts about it. You've probably created one or started creating one, but we kind of want to give you some other things maybe to think about to include on your vision board. And then Ariel is going to show you hers. And so we're just going to talk through some things. So even if you have one, if you've started one, if you haven't started one, hopefully these things will help you. And then once we're done with planning for it, we would love in the next week or so for you to share in the comments of the post about this, your vision board. So Ariel, you want to go for it?
I'm going to dive right in. So I think the biggest thing that when going into this, you need to be prepared to understand what you want out of this. And so to be prepared for the future, you need to be able to look back at the past and see what happened, what got you where you are, and how to move forward. As far as the data goes from your Scentsy business standpoint, it's really important to go look at that bar, the business analysis report. It's under your performance tab. I'm sorry, your reporting tab, and it's under sales reports, and it's called the business analysis report. So the BA report or the bar. You'll hear us refer to it as all of those. So the business analysis report gives you information for your entire business. And it's really a crucial tool to be able to look back business-wise to see what you did and make those goals for this year to be able to move forward. It's also really important to understand that this isn't just about business. This is about your life and making sure that you are not only just dreaming big for your business, but dreaming big for your life, for your kids, for your family, for yourself. And no dream, no goal is too big. I want you to have outrageous, huge, big dreams, because if you don't, you're selling yourself short, because you are able to do so much. So reflect on the current year and figure out where you want to go and make a list of big dreams, goals for your personal life and your business life, and how you want to move forward.
I read this and I thought it was so cool. So y'all have probably seen Oprah is a huge fan of vision boards. You've probably seen Olympic athletes that use it, and without knowing it, see years later that they manifested everything on this vision board. Like, it's really kind of creepy how, like, they'll forget that they wanted this specific color, the specific whatever, and it was on their vision board, and they go back 10 years later and they're like, holy crap, I manifested all of that. So I thought this quote was really cool. It's, the board itself is not magical, but with mindset and ambition, the results can be magical. So it's not the board itself that is manifesting, that is the magical part of it. But whenever you do add in that ambition and the mindset, you can really manifest some things that are pretty magical, kind of creepy. So we want to say, I mean, magical, creepy, whatever, one of the same.
Same.
So the things that we want you to think about specifically for your board, and it's okay to go through a magazine and be like, oh, I love that. I love that. I want to run this year. But a lot of times when we're creating our vision board, what happens is that whatever is on our mind is what gets really all the attention on the board. So if, for example, you decide you're going to lose weight this year and you were like on a health kick, then that board is probably going to be all health. But then you forget all of the other dimensions of wellness. And so we want to make sure that you have all of the bases covered. Okay. So there are 8 dimensions of wellness that you want to cover. And interestingly enough, a lot of those are the same as your domains of self-care. So this is sort of one in the same for your self-care and for your areas of improvement. So the first one is spiritual. So think about spiritually what you want to be different. That doesn't have to just be religion. That can be meditation. That can just be your heart. That can be gratefulness. That can be going to church, right? Number 2 is emotional. So that can be the self-care, that can be the mental health, that can be going to therapy, that can be finding a hobby, that can be connecting with friends, whatever that can be getting off of Facebook, that could be a lot of things, okay? Number 3 is intellectual. So what do you want to learn this year? Like, do you want to learn a new language? Do you want to learn guitar? Do you want to learn how to knit? Do you want to learn how to do project broadcasts? Like, do you want to do Facebook parties? One of the things I think is the coolest that I always tell my kids is, like, what do you want to do? Because you know what's really cool? Whatever it is that you want to do, you can be the best at it. Like, it's that simple. All you have to do is decide. You can decide right now, I want to be a freaking amazing guitar player, and you can do all of the right things, all the steps and all the practice, and at the end of the year, you can be a freaking amazing guitar player. I mean, it's pretty cool to know that you have that power. So intellectually, what is it? Number 4 is socially. So some of that's overlap with what you want to do. I think a lot of us, because we're at home a lot now, and we also work our business from home, a lot of times we think that we're doing social things like this, but you need to probably do more things. I know that I need to do more things because that connection is really, really important with people. We are not meant to be holed up in our houses by ourselves. Next is physical. So that one is pretty easy. I mean, if you're already in shape, maybe there is something else. So we all know Michelle, she's on her 400th and something consecutive day of running, which is so cool. She inspires me. So I have a Peloton. I just got over COVID. So it's my it was my thing. As soon as I'm over that, I want to do a Peloton streak. And it was Michelle that inspired me to do that, to have that goal to go towards. So I'm going to be putting that on my board. And so thank you for that, babe. And so you can inspire people through your board too with things like that. Next is environmental. So what would be an example of environmental? Is that like your space? Oh,
I feel
right.
like
Your
space,
house.
yeah.
Your house, your car.
Yeah.
Dreaming of leaving Guam, does that count?
What does it say? Leaving. When do you
Dreaming
leave?
of, we have another year and a half.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Changing your home office.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it. Okay. Occupational. So nobody here is changing any occupational situation. Okay. Bianca, she just she keeps saying she's retiring, but maybe this time it'll stick. It's done. Okay.
Are you okay?
She promises.
My official retirement day was 31 December. I'm done.
Hey,
Yay!
I'm officially retired. This is all I do now.
guys,
Girl.
Bianca is going to be the most incredible director, and it's going to happen this year. And I'm so excited. Okay, so then we've got financial. Occupational could also be for anybody that might be watching this recording as well. I know most of your work situations, but if you're in a job that you hate because you need the finances for it, you have the tool in your hands at your fingertips to be able to get out of that situation with Scentsy. So Scentsy isn't the goal. Scentsy is the vehicle to be able to get to whatever your goal is that brings you joy. It's not Scentsy being a superstar director is not the goal. The goal is to have the freedom that comes with that title and that money and whatnot. Okay. All right. Last one is financial, speaking of money. So, you can even write out a paycheck for yourself that you want to be your goal for this year. Is it your first, was it 5 figures? 4 figures, first 4 figures or 5 figures or 6 figures? Is that one of your goals? Then put that down. You can even print out like blank Scentsy checks and like write a check to yourself, and you can put that on your vision board. So financially, and then if there's something that you want to buy, like if you want a new house, if you want a Jeep, a Mini Cooper, if you want to, I don't know, like
Pool.
pool, if you want a pool, do whatever you do what you want. Whatever you want there. A Kia. Elizabeth wants a Kia. Kia Telluride, is that how you say it?
Ooh, those are good cars.
I'll have to see that. I don't know what that one looks like.
They look good.
I say Mini Cooper because I've been trying to talk Owen into getting another Mini Cooper. Not a baby Mini Cooper. The car. Okay, so that's it for your 8 dimensions of wellness.
Perfect. And I kind of touched on this earlier, but the next thing is to create your bucket list, the fun things that you want to do, whether it's traveling or putting that new patio set, in your backyard, or sprucing up the front of your house, having your house painted to give it a new, fresh look. It can be anything from something small or a giant all-inclusive vacation, like whatever your bucket list item is, a hobby that you want to do, an experience you want to have. skydiving, river rafting, climbing the Grand Canyon. Make your bucket list a priority on here too, because what fills your cup? It's probably not the mundane daily items that we get to do for our business to keep it running, but it's probably the fun things that are a thrill or get us excited and make us want to do something. And we set the goal to get there and we do the thing, and then we are ready to crush whatever else is on our list. So make your bucket list that dessert, that icing on the cake for your dream board, for your vision board for this year.
Thinking about does anybody have any that you're gonna put on your board that are fun? Amanda said, go back to the chat. She said, at a second floor in their house by summer. That's fun.
Oh, wow.
A bookshelf from IKEA.
Awesome.
Also.
A bookshelf, that seems like a super attainable one, and then adding a second story, that's massive. The last couple paychecks that I have, actually probably since last summer, I've been saving my paycheck, and I didn't know if it was going to be for a new car, but then we bought the new house. That was unexpected. We didn't go into August thinking this is the month we're going to buy a new house, right? So it ended up being in October when we ended up purchasing it, but I've been saving my money and I've been putting that into what I now consider our kitchen reno fund, because we bought this house knowing that we were going to need to add a kitchen and a pool. And so my goal is to make it so that we don't have any loans to take out for any of those projects. So my paycheck is my extras. Once I've gotten all of my business supplies, my budget is taken care of, and the taxes, don't forget to save back for taxes. I am saving money for our wants for the house. So I'm really excited about that. And our reno starts like in 2 weeks.
And then she's going to invite us all to the pool party so then she can write it off on her taxes. That's how
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a tax write-off to come out here too for a Scentsy retreat, just so you know.
Yep, that's how that works. All right. And then the last thing is just finding your materials. So you can do a vision board digitally if you've not thought about that before. So if you like digital, if you like designing stuff or whatnot, you can do that, or you can get magazines and print those out. Or if you like to draw, you can draw and paint it or whatever is going to bring you joy. The thing about your vision board is that, one, you have to have it somewhere where you can see it every single day. Two, when you see it, there should be some things in there that literally give you butterflies. You should walk by and it gives you those little bubblies. That's what, you know that you nailed it if the board does that. So any questions or thoughts or ideas or anything we didn't cover?
I do want to share the vision board that I made last year. So it's really cool. A lot of this stuff I manifested because I put it on my board and I looked at it and I made the things on here a priority, and I was intentional about a lot of it. So I don't know if you can see this. I got my health back in order. I started, you know, those TikTok videos where people are like, bad vibes, hate, blah, 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 like they're blocking the things. I feel like that's what this gal is for me. I adjusted my expectations of myself and others, and I didn't let others' expectations of me drive how I lived my life. And so that's what Just Chill was for me. And then I don't know if you could read that, but it says future SSD, strong SD. And so that came to fruition because my goal was to be paid at title as a star director consistently, and I was, and then I promoted. So the next goal is going to be paid at title as an SSD consistently. The keys, that could have so many meanings, but I'm pretty sure it was for the house. And I got new bed sheets. Something simple like that. Like, I got new bed sheets. I treated myself, and I'd forgotten about this. And I looked by it one day and I was like, my bed does look good. It looks so good. So anyway, it's just live your dream. This is boss life. What does one say? It's like you're a badass made to move. Badass with a heart. Yes, I am. So anyway, make it fun, make it colorful, make it pop, make it digital, make it physical, whatever it makes you excited. Like Candy said, do it. It's worth it. And don't forget to encompass all the things. I think that's a really important point that you made was, yes, you might be on a health kick. You might want to change a lot of things, but don't forget about the other areas that give you life, that make you happy, that you want to see improved or enhanced.
Because we want that board to last longer than your New Year's resolution.
Yeah, longer than February, please.
Justine says she is so making a vision board this weekend. We are so happy to hear that. Yay. And yeah.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, we know we kept you a little bit over, but gosh, we had a lot. I'm actually surprised it's only 15 minutes over. We will also be continuing or maybe changing up a little bit, but at the end of our calls, we're going to be also doing the 30-minute call for our star directors and above, well, lead consult, not star consultants, and lead consultants. Actually, it'll be lead consultants and above that want to grow up in
Actively, yep.
The ones that are active, all that good stuff. Anybody that's here, you're gonna like you're on that list. So but those people will all be invited, which is all of you, to be on the call after this call, that we can just have a little bit more intimate conversation, problems, roundtable discussion. It's not more training, it's more just one-on-one coaching, talking, brainstorming or whatnot with you guys. Do we get extra points for posting it on the team page? Yeah, sure. All the points.
All the
All points.
There's like at least 50 bonus points involved, so I would definitely do it.
I like it. All right. Lauren says, great ideas, y'all. If y'all didn't know, she's from Wichita Falls, Texas, so it's important for that y'all.
Sorry, I didn't show my face. This is why.
Lauren, did you do your fortune teller?
Wait,
I'm still
wrong?
hurting from the Christmas tree.
Wait, what's wrong? You said this is why?
What?
Oh, you said you weren't showing.
Oh, my face. I said why I didn't show my face. I said this is why. It's not pretty.
Oh, it looks perfect to me.
Okay. I'm still emotionally traumatized over the Christmas tree. I did not participate in the origami.
You don't have a messed up grill from jacking your face up, so.
I want you to understand that this was a lot more
Was that easier than that?
mentally, yes, it was a lot easier. Look, I'm
I'll go back through it. I'll do it. And I
You-
Look,
Please share a photo. You get 25 bonus points for sharing a photo of your origami.
look, there's lines. You just fold on the lines.
So if you are counting correctly, 75 bonus points are up for grabs if you post photos. And don't ask me what they're for because it's a surprise to us all.
Okay, if I can do this right. All right, anything?
So last year I did a vision board and I was reading in my journal a couple days ago, and we all know 2020 was a wreck year for many people, but I was looking at it because it's on a magnetic board.
Uh-huh.
And so when I did it last year, I did it. I don't know if y'all know who Melanie Mitro is. She's like a Beachbody coach, but she has a podcast about making chic happen and like building your home business or your direct sales business. Anyways, so I did my vision board with her, and she said, be able to move it around. And this was before COVID. In case something, don't take it off, just change it around or something like that. So I was looking at my vision board the other day and I was laughing because I was just like, I had no idea what was going to happen. And on there I had like, go to SFR and go to Seattle with my best friend and go back to nursing, which I did do that. And it was something like making my house more safe, but I didn't actually know what that meant. And now here we are. And so I just think it's cool because even with all, and so then someone asked me, are you going to do a vision board this year? Because don't you think you jinxed yourself by making, I was like, no, because I still worked on, I got 7 of my 10 goals still out of my vision board.
So cool.
They weren't exactly the same as what I thought they were going to be, but obviously it's so much better. So I told my new sister, she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to do a vision board training with my Cincy team. And she was just like, okay, well, you'll have to send it to me afterwards. And I hope you have good things on there this year. I was like, oh girl, I have all the dreams after last year.
So if y'all don't know, Elizabeth just found out this year that she has a sister.
And a brother.
What? Wait, I didn't know.
Yeah.
No, she told us that. She found out at SFR or right before.
Yeah, Mother's Day.
When I surprised to visit.
The
Yes.
sister just reels me because they look exactly the same.
And we
Right.
sound exactly the same.
Oh my gosh, that's bananas.
And then we have a brother. He's like a couple years older. And then we found our parents. And we're pretty close to our dad now. Our mom is kind of standoffish. She'll hear me like joke about thanks, Linda. Like that's my mom. But yeah, and the ironic thing is with finding my family this year, I lost my adopted family. We kind of went our separate ways because of Chris and all that stuff that went on. So I lost my husband and I lost my family, but then I gained my biological family. So it's kind of cool how like it all worked out in the same year.
What a crazy year. Let's hope 2021 is a little less eventful for you, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
on my vision board.
Like you need that calm lady that she had.
Yeah, the just chill gal.
Yeah, Ariel, why don't you just send
I
her?
have that.
I mean, just
Cut it out for her.
yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll use this whole board.
All right. Any questions or anything else for this week, guys, before we let you go?
Well, thanks for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. And we're so excited for the new changes to come. So make sure you keep an eye out in the undetermined future for all the things that I talked about.
Awesome.
Okay. Mwah.
Bye, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks. Bye, ladies. See you next soon.
Night.